I'm excited for today. It's going to be a fun live. I hope I'm in the shot. Hold on. I gotta refresh my other screen. Fun technology things. Okay, let's see. Oh, yay. Okay, there we are. Okay, if you're here live, say hi. I can see chat. Yay. And so we have a really fun, exciting live for today. Um, I got some products that I want to share with you. I have not opened them. I opened the box and I put them in this lovely bag that they gave me, but I haven't looked at or touched or used any of it. Okay, so I'm really excited. If you're here live, say hi so we can chat. I would love to chat with you. But this is really fun and exciting. This is all from Pointer USA. All right, so there are links in the description for their website, which is I think it's painterusa.com. Also, they have a shop on Amazon, and there is a coupon code in the description. So use that. Although their prices are very, very reasonable. Like really, they're so great. So I'm excited to dig in here and see what we've got and play today. So we're just going to play with these supplies. We're going to test them out, see what we think. Ask me questions. I can, test things and do whatever. So I'm going to put this on the desk and I'm going to flip you around so we can start playing with fun new art supplies. Uh-oh. Okay, don't fall. Okay. I'm trying to make this as is it? Yeah, oh that's right. Okay, yay. Sorry for the hand. I just want this to be a little more straight. So let me just adjust a little bit. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, is it upside down? Where are my hands? It's totally upside down. That's okay. Hi, Robin. How are you? It shows this video for March 12th. I'm not sure what you mean. Did I did I say did I say March 12th instead of March 11th somewhere? Sorry about that. Let me see. It looks like it's upside down. Hold on. I see what happened. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I want it to be the right way. So let's just spin it around. Okay. I think we're good. Are we good? Yeah, I think we're good. All right. Let me know if you have any issues, if you're having trouble seeing or anything, but I think we should be good. I'm gonna do this. Okay. When you go to YouTube, it said wait 24 hours. Oh, that's weird. But you're here, so that's I guess all that matters. Okay. So let's see. I'm just gonna dump it all out and then we will just start playing. Okay, how's that sound? Look at there's so much stuff. It's crazy. Thank you, Pointer, for sending me supplies. I love testing out new things and I love sharing it with everybody. So this is everything that they sent me, which is look at all this fun stuff. All right, I'm a little bit off center. Okay, so we'll start here. I haven't opened anything. I just put it in the bag. I took it out of the box. I put it in the bag. And so we're doing this live together. Isn't that fun? Are the links affiliate for you? Thank you. Good question. The Amazon one is, although I don't know if the coupon works for Amazon just yet. I let them know the coupon wasn't working earlier. There is a coupon in the description. So, but they're fixing it. So if you want to use affiliate links, Amazon is the only one right now. The coupon will work soon, but they also have their website Pointer USA and the coupon does work there. So whichever way you want to shop is great. Oh, Alicia, hi girl. Let's see. I made it. It's pouring down rain here in Texas, so enjoy the rain. Oh, I love rain. This is my favorite weather. Okay, look at they sent me a really nice mug. This is so cute. Okay. It says get inspired and create. Adorable. It has their logo on there. So I could use this for paint water or coffee or my art supplies. That's super cute. All right. And let's see what else. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I'm back. Okay. I don't know. Internet might be weird. We might have a storm coming. I'm not sure, but we're just going to keep going and we'll do the best we can. Okay. We got three colors of acrylic paint. We got all of the primaries, which is great because we can really make most colors from this: ultramarine, crimson, and lemon yellow. So I'm excited to try those. This is their premium version. We got a watercolor pan set, half pan set, two water brushes, two sponges, a mixing palette, and 36 paint colors. So I'm real excited to open this. Let's get this opened. You can't hear me. Uh-oh. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Alicia, can you hear me? I wonder if it's me or someone else. Let me know and I'll check on that. I haven't done anything different today. Technology is always interesting. Okay, let me try this. Okay, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me now. I tried one different setting. Oh, it got better. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to try to hook up my mic next time and we'll just try and use that. But here's watercolor paint. So this has 36 colors, two water brushes, two sponges, and mixing palette. That's exciting. You know, I love trying watercolor. Let's check it out. Oh, there's the little um ring on the bottom so you can hold it if you're, outside or whatever. And let's see. How to use. Nice. Gives you instruction for how to use the water pen. Here's the palette. That's a really nice palette. I love all the bright colors in here. Several pinks, which is always a plus. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait. What's happening here? Hold on. Wow. Okay, this is it's like a little table. This is cool. Okay, hold on. I need to make room because this is very exciting. Um, so you can have this off to the side for mixing. You can still use the lid, which I generally just use the lid, but I really like having this extra palette on the side. That's pretty nice. It's got some sponges, so if you need to, if you want to get those wet or use those for cleaning off. I don't generally use those, but and then it came with two water brushes, which is really pretty amazing. So that's great. And look at all these pretty colors. So we will definitely use this. Just want to open everything and show it all to you. I'll keep those out for now. So here is the watercolor. And then let's see, we got watercolor pencils. Excellent. Highly pigmented, water soluble. Let's give these a check. How we doing? You guys can hear me okay and everything's good? Robin, try reloading your page if you can't hear her still. Okay, yeah. Looks like, oh, right. Yeah, let me know, Robin, if you can hear me. Ooh, this is nice. Okay, water brush. Oh, there's a water brush in this one too. The packaging of all of this is really great, I have to say. Um, okay. I just have to rip it. There we go. I was trying to be nice, but look at this. Oh, I love the white. That's really pretty. And those nice. And look at, you get a water brush with it. This is really, really great. Okay, I can't get it out, but you know how I feel about packaging. Okay, maybe I'm gonna, there we go. All right. A little bit shorter, a good travel size. Let's see if it's a different, looks like a slightly smaller brush tip too. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. So you get different sizes. This is a little bit bigger. So that's nice to have. All right. Very cool. And of course it has a nice lid. So if you want to take it with you, travel with it, whatever. Yes, you hear me. Wonderful. Okay, great. Sorry about that. Alicia says watercolor pencils. Wow, that's so cool. I didn't know they existed. Oh yeah, Alicia, girl, I've got you. Okay, I promise. I got you. Look at, we have spatulas and they have wooden handles and they are metal. This is my favorite type of spatula. There are other spatulas out there. Like this is a plastic one and it's okay. And this one's like I've used it a lot, but but they're not quite as good in my opinion. I used to use plastic because they were cheaper or whatever, but metal ones are just my favorite. They're way more durable. They last longer. You can scrape with them. You can do lots of really cool different things. And this is a nice variety here. So I'm going to leave these out so we can use them, but put them off to the side here for a little bit. So many awesome things. Thank you so much, Pointer. It was really nice. Excited to give things a try. And then, of course, we need something to create on. So we got some Art Pro mixed media paper. You know, I love paper. So detachable sheets, yep, acid free, 200 pound, 300 GSM, 9 by 12. So let's take a look. Let's open it up and see what we got. And then we're just going to play today. We're going to create and play, um, test these things out, see how they do. And let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to take this little tag thing off because I don't need that on there. Uh, Let me know if you have questions or if you want me to try something or test it out. Metal is easier to clean. Metal. Oh, yeah, for sure. The palette knives, for sure. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally. I'm using a cookie spatula right now. Oh, that works. Use what you've got. Definitely. But now, Pointer has really, really good prices, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe you'll be able to go get yourself some there. Okay, what do we want to do first? I really am kind of curious about these watercolor paints. So let's look at this paper. It's a good color. It's white. It's a little bit of a cool white. The paper is pretty good thickness. Let me see if you can hear it. Yeah, pretty good thickness. Let's see how it performs with different paints and stuff. All right, I'm excited to play. I do kind of want to fill one of these so we can use it. Oh, it has that tip. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull this off. So this, so the way that I fill these, and they give you instructions, and there's probably a better way, but I take this off and just fill it and then put this back on. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I like things to be like the super easy, quick way. And I'm just going to use some water from my spray brush here or spray bottle, because I don't want to get up and go fill the water and leave you guys. So let's see if I can do this without making too much mess. Probably not. Ooh, I have pipettes. Okay, let's do that. Let's not make a mess. Here we go. Look at this. Amazing. Okay, there we go. Easy. I didn't even have to get up. That's my favorite part. Okay, then we put this little black piece back on and screw the lid on. So, Alicia, I'm betting you haven't used these before. These are great. They're called water brushes. The really nice thing about them is that they hold water in the barrel or the handle of the brush, and then you just squeeze a little bit. And they come in different brush tips. Sometimes they have wide flat or small, more detailed brush. This is like a nice medium round. But did you see that water squirt out of there? So you just squeeze it a little bit until water starts to come out, and then you can brush water, and obviously you can pick up watercolor paint. We're gonna play with the watercolor pencils. You'll see how cool that works with this. So it's just a really great brush to have, because then, like with a traditional paintbrush, here, let me put this back where it goes. With this traditional paintbrush like this quill brush, which is lovely, it's just a paintbrush, right? So you have to have your own water, and then you have to you dip the brush back into the water to, you can't see, but I've got some, yeah, it's clean. Some clean paint water here. So you dip the brush in to clean it, and then you get the water on, and you use it on your paper or whatever you paint, you do your thing, but then you dip it back in and it gets the water dirty, and then you clean it and do all that traditional normal way of doing it. Well, let me get a paper towel so I can pick up some of this excess water. Well, with the difference with a water brush is that the clean water is held inside. So now you squeeze it a little bit, get your brush wet, do your painting, do whatever you're doing, and then clean your brush on a paper towel, just squeeze a little bit to get some fresh water, clean on a paper towel, and then you just keep going. You don't have to worry about cleaning and having dirty water and all that. And it travels really well. So if you're gonna fly, you probably want to empty this, but then you just fill it up with water and you're good to go. And you could take it in the park or wherever you like to do stuff, you know. So anyway, that's the difference with water brushes versus like a traditional paintbrush. So let's start with this watercolor paint. I'm so excited. This is so cool. I love this setup here. I love this tray. So there are little feet on the back that go into these holes. So it also protects your paint, and you can keep things on this palette. Yeah, so let's do that so I can demonstrate what I'm trying to say not very well. um when I'm going to work with watercolor paint, so the thing you don't want to do, I guess, is what I'm going to start with, is go in with a brush and just pick up some paint and start painting. Yes, the paint will pick up, and yes, you can put it on your paper, but you're going to have a lot better time and get a lot creamier and more pigmented color if you first take a spray bottle, spray your watercolors, give them a few minutes to chill. This water is going to soak into those little half pans, or yeah, half pans, and it's gonna like activate the watercolor paint. Okay, and then when we pick up the paint, it's just gonna work a lot better for you. Okay, so just uh be aware of that. Hi Pointer, hi, so excited, so exciting to see the unboxing, so happy to hear such great feedback from artists like you. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is great. This is a really nice kit that you sent, and I'm really excited to play with the supplies and get to know them better. So while this is sort of setting up, we're gonna look at the watercolor pencils, because they're similar. This is a really nice metal case. Oh, oh, look at this. There are 2 layers I didn't even notice. Okay, that's exciting. Wow, look at this. This is amazing. Okay. All right, so let's see. Look at all these colors. How many colors are in here? Did it tell me and I just wasn't paying attention? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 24 colors and a water brush. That's really great. Um, I will leave them in this nice configuration for now, but when I create, I probably will end up taking these out and just dumping them in the container here because I don't like all the packaging, but that's just me. Some people like it to stay nice and neat, and you got to do what is best for you. Let's see. Those are so cool. Amazing cool. Robin said, I have to ask, what do you use the sponges for in the case? I've never seen them before. Is that okay? So Robin's question. So for this, yeah, some watercolor um what is this? Pan sets have the sponges. You can get them wet so you can clean your brush. If you're out somewhere and you don't really have access to, like if you're using your water brush and you paint a little bit. Ooh, look at that pretty color. And then you've got some left on here. You can just use it to like wipe your brush on, if you don't have paper towel or you don't have something else. And then when you get home, you can take it out and clean it. That's what I would do. Because it just pops out of here. So then you could take it under the sink and rinse it off and then put it back in. And so you can, and it has one on either side. So it's just an easier way to deal with that. Good question, though. Really good question. Alicia said, is that yellow paint on the side of the palette? Oh, yeah. So these are sponges. Yeah, really good question. It does look like paint, doesn't it? Okay. Let's see. Pointer says the sponges in the case are used to clean brushes. Yeah, that's right. Very cool. Thank you for answering. Okay, so let's let this sit for a minute. And I'm going to play with some of these colors. I can't believe we got so many colors in here. This is great. I think I'm going to have to start with pink because, you know, it's me. All right, my paper's dry again. I got some water on the paper, and and it was a pretty good amount of water, and it dried, and it's not like wrinkling, or there's a tiny wrinkle right here, but for the most part it's staying nice and flat, so that's really nice. So we're just going to play. I'm not really doing anything in particular today, but we'll just make like a fun little flower. I'm going to press down kind of hard because I want to get a lot of pigment down here, and we're just doing really like loose sketch kind of stuff. I really want spring. Spring will be here next Friday, you guys. Next Friday is the first day of spring, and I literally can't wait. Okay, I'm going over it a couple times because I really want a lot of color here. All right, Alicia, I'm going to show you how these work. So this is basically watercolor in pencil format. Okay, that's really all it is. And so let's do some orange in here too. So you can do all one color, and I could take some water in here, and we'll do it in a second. And you can color it in and just let it be pink, or you could add other colors. We can put some orange in here, make it nice and bright and pretty, and we could put some yellow, and you can blend the colors, and you can do all sorts of things. And notice I'm just kind of scribbling. I'm not really being too careful or particular about what I'm doing or how I'm doing it. Just like I know what colors I want to use. And then we'll do a little stem. Okay. Really loose sketch. Anybody can do this. It doesn't have to be hard. Okay. And then we'll color in the top, make it nice and green. Let's do a little petal, or excuse me, a leaf over here. And then we'll take some darker green so we can have a little bit of shading. Ooh, look at that color. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I love my colors. Okay. That is so pretty. So then you can have a little bit of shading. So the light's not really going to hit on this side of the stem. So we can do that and put the colors back. So see how easy that is? Okay. And then, oh, let me check comments. Hold on. 200-pound paper. Yes. Yep, it is. Thank you. Yes. Supposed to be 57 first day of spring. Okay, that's not bad. I'll take it. You know what? We're going to use this on more stuff, but I kind of want to play with this for a minute because I really love quill pen, or excuse me, brushes. Um, the reason I like them is because they can hold a lot of water, and look, it's not going anywhere, and it's just like a big mop. It's so good. I love it. Anyway, we'll do some stuff with this with the watercolor pan sets. I'm gonna get it wet again so it can really get activated. I like to just let it sit for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to take my brush here, then I'm dipping it in the water, and it does hold a lot of water. So I'm going to just tap it on the side just to let some of it loose. Now I'm going to start to play with this pencil. So I'm just going really lightly, especially because I have those colors on the inside, and I do want them to blend a little bit, but I want the outsides here to be nice and pink. So I'm just playing, I'm just getting some water. Okay, I'm running out of water. I'm going to grab some more. You can see it doesn't move as well when you start to run out of water. So I'm just going around all the pink first. Oh, I forgot to do a center. That's okay. We'll do it later. Okay, cute. All right. And then clean my brush real quick, tap it, and then I'm going to pull in the yellow because it's the lighter color. There's no rules. You can do it whatever way you want, but this is what I'm choosing to do now. I want that yellow to stay fairly yellow. So notice each petal I'm sort of tapping off because it's turning into orange already, because I've got some orange up there, but also, it's just gonna start to blend. So I want to keep some of that yellow intact. And we're just going around. So pretty. Okay, how we doing? Um, sorry, but did you say the Pointer's an affiliate? So the Pointer USA website is not an affiliate link. The Amazon is. I don't know if the Amazon coupon is working yet, though. Okay, so just hang tight. They'll get it fixed. Or if you try it and it works, great. But if it doesn't, that's okay. But you can shop either place. Eventually the coupon will work in both places, but the affiliate for me is only on Amazon. So thanks for asking. Okay. So I'm going around now and I'm getting the orange. And I kind of want the orange lines to stay a little bit because it just adds a little bit more fun and texture. But I do want to test it and see how it will do with, like, if it would blend completely. We'll try that on a separate thing. Okay, I'll come back and do the center in a minute. I'm going to let this dry while we move to the stem. So generally for this sort of technique, I start with the lighter color and go everywhere I want it to be. And then I'll come in with the darker color and do some shading because sometimes the darker color wants to take over. So you just want to make sure it's going where you want it and not where you don't. Okay, so I've got the lighter green here. Now you could clean your brush and start over, but they're both greens. So you really don't have to. So now I'm just going to go back with the brush. I'll say a dirty brush. Already has some green on it, and I'm going to sort of what is the word? I'm losing my words. Just blend out the darker. That's what I was trying to think of blend. Okay. So here we go. I mean, this is a really loose, just fun kind of sketch. Nothing too fancy. But this is how watercolor crayons work, or pencil, excuse me. So there we go. So um again, this could travel, right? This set is a decent size, but it could definitely travel. But this also travels really easily. You could take some of these out, put them in a pencil case, or leave them in this case. And you can just quickly color and sketch. Maybe you're in a park or you're on the bus or whatever, and you just want to sketch with them, and then you want to come in later and color in with the water and blend it out. You can do that. You could color with this. Let's try this pretty purple. um you can color with this. I mean, go nice and dark. Oh, there's water there. It's not letting me do it dark. Okay, so, and then I'm just going to make this, it's like a wildflower type thing. And then you can leave it like this. And then when you get home from your trip or the day or whatever, then you could come in with the water and blend it out and do whatever you're going to do. Or you could just leave it as a pencil mark. You don't ever have to, blend it and make it look like watercolor. It just gives you the option, which is nice. Look at that's pretty. Okay. What questions do you have about water pencils? Let me know. Okay, we'll come back to these, but I do want to play with the watercolor paints next. And then we also have the acrylic. I do really want to try the acrylic and do some mixing and blending and see what colors we can come up with there. Let's see. Let's switch to this now for just a minute, just so we're playing with both. Oh, you guys, look at their comments. Let me see it. Am I caught up? Um, Are the pencil and pan sets the same colors? Ooh, good question. Okay. I'm not sure. Well, this is 36 and this is 24. So, but as far as the colors that are here, we could do some comparison. I'm looking to see if there's color names. I don't think there's color names on here. Let's see. I threw away the packaging. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Here's the packaging for watercolor pencils. Oh, it just has like a scribble of it. Doesn't They haven't named the colors in here. So I don't know, but we could do a test. That's a good idea. So let's do that. I'm going to start with pink, of course. Okay. It's pretty creamy. It's mixing pretty well. Let's see. I'm just going to make some marks. Look at that. Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to pick up any more. I'm going to see how many marks I get. I will keep adding water from the brush. I'm just squeezing a little bit. But look at just that one application or one pickup of paint. I'm still going, you guys. All right. I'm going to go until it's like, there we go. So all of that from one little swoosh in the paint. Really, really pretty. Gorgeous color. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you put a good pink in a collection and you have my heart forever, pretty much. So let's compare it to this pink because this is the brightest pink I can see in here. This is more corally and that's orange. Yeah, this is the brightest pink. So let's see how it compares. Nope, this is more of a rose pink. So I would say that's different, but we can look and see. So I think they're different colors. There might be a little bit of overlap, but look at if we put these two pinks next to each other. They're pretty different. They're both gorgeous, but this is more of like a rose. Okay. Good questions. Did I miss any others? Let's see. Same color, so pretty. Thank you guys. You're so sweet. Nice shading. Okay. Alicia said, can you do a face, like a quick sketch of a face? Like you do sure, I can. Yes. I wanted her to do a face too. There's okay. Yes, we'll do a face. Let me just play a little bit more with this paint and then I'll do a face for you, okay? I just want to test it out. Ooh, this is a good purple. Let's see. See, okay, look at that. It's almost opaque when it starts. Kind of like a gouache almost. I mean, I'm probably just pulling up too much. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, let's see. I want to do some blending. Let's do like a little gradient thing. Okay, I'm going to get a fair bit of water. And I just want to pull this out a little bit. Okay, and then clean my brush. And then we'll do something that won't make mud. Let's just do blue. We'll pick another new color. I think I want this one. What is this? Cerulean blue. That'll be pretty. Is there like a, oh, there's cobalt. That's nice. Oh, turquoise is next to there. Okay, that's nice too. Oh, yeah, this is pretty. Yeah, these are really creamy. I will say they're very creamy. They're almost like a cross between gouache and watercolor in my opinion because if you put it on thick enough it's almost opaque. I really want to see how it dries. Oh, I have an idea. Hold on, let's try something. This is definitely today is just like playing and trying stuff out. Okay, I'm sorry we're not going to make a full project. I will do a face for you, but I really kind of want to just, this is what I do when I get a new product and I want to test it out. There, that's more translucent, but I really want to pull a lot of paint here. I want to see if I can make it opaque and then see if I can layer, see how layering is, but I got to let it dry. Isn't that gorgeous? Ooh, that's pretty. What is that color? Magenta. Of course it is. Hello. Okay. Oh, I can do it up here. Is this dry? Yeah, that's dry. Okay. Look at it. Wet on dry. Pretty good. Pretty darn good. Yes, this is so fun. Yes, I love this. Okay, I put way too much. Let me move this guy out of the way. What else? Is there anything you want me to try? My kind of purple. Yes, right? Okay, we'll do a face. I'll do a little one down here. How about? It's not going to be great, but here, do you want it with the watercolor paint or the pencils? Let me know. I do want to see if I can blend this a little bit more. Let's see. Okay. The only thing here, so I did put a lot of water and a lot of paint, and I just went over it again, and I think we're at our limit for how much water. So the way that you know your paper is reaching its limit for how much water it can hold before it starts to sort of break down, it will start to pill a little bit. So just be aware of that. And it's normal. It happens with all kinds of paper, but just be aware. So whatever paper you're using, you know how much you can put on it before it's going to start breaking down. So we're at our limit right here, but that's okay. Look at this, is almost dry already. That's really pretty. Let's see if we can layer. Let's put some like bright orange and see what happens. This is called orange. Actually, I kind of like the tangerine one. Let's go with that one. Let's see. I want to see, like, do you see the orange on top of it? Yes, you do. Interesting. Okay. I want to try one more thing. What if we put yellow on it? How we doing? Uh, Pencil, paint. Okay, either one. You both picked a different one. That's okay. We'll do both. Okay, let's try some yellow. Sorry, I'm just playing still with this. I want to see how they layer up. Yeah, look at that yellow right on top. Let's see how it dries. That's great. Super. Ooh, that's so good. Okay. Yes, that's a little bit green, but I think I okay. Okay, what's next? We're doing face. All right, we'll start with pencil. Let's do a fun color. How about, let's see, what do we got? Um, what if we do a purple face for Alicia? The beautiful Alicia. Okay, we'll start with purple and then we'll add some stuff, okay? We'll just, I don't know what I'm doing here. Playing. This is fun. Okay, before I do this, I love what's happening here with the edges. Ooh, you can't see. Let me bring it closer. Hopefully my camera will let it be in focus. But do you see what's happening on the edges here where the edge is just a tiny bit darker and has a really crisp edge to it? Even these really light colors. I love when that happens to watercolor paint, and I love the way the paper is representing that here. So that's really nice. Okay. All right, let's do it. You want a face. Okay. So what else? Oh, this is a good purple. It's kind of a medium, like violet-ish purple. This is going to be real loose and messy, you guys. Okay. I will say, I don't remember if I said this already, so I'm just going to say it again or for the first time. If you want to do what I did up here, where you lay the color down with your pencil and then, sort of like color it in, make it look more watercolor, you really need to put a lot of pigment down. Don't just do like this, put light little lines. You're not going to get hardly anything out of that. You have to press a little harder. See, you have a darker line. It really does make a difference. Okay. So if you're just drawing and you're like, hey, I want to draw with some pencils and these are close to me and I'm just going to use them because I like the colors or whatever, that's fine. You do whatever you want. But if you want to use it like this and actually blend it out, just make sure you're either pressing harder or just make, a lot of lines. And that will really make it, you'll have more success. Oh, this nose is way too close, but whatever, who cares? Okay. Okay, let's see. I'll do the lips. Nice. We'll give her some big lips. How about? Pretty. Oh, I don't have room for the rest of her. Okay. There we go. Kind of hair she got. We'll do different color hair. And we gotta give her some eyebrows. There you go. There's a face. Okay. And then let's give her some, ooh, look at this. Ooh, we'll do red lips. I always do pink, but red is pretty. Oh, this is like a darker burgundy color too. Let's see. I love this. So much fun. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, let's see. Yeah, definitely looking to pointer. Wonderful. I'm so glad. Yes, this is I don't know if they're just new to me or if they're new company, but they're definitely new to me, and I'm very excited to get to know their products better. Everything so far is looking really great, works really well. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm having fun playing here. Let's see. I'm gonna just color this in. We will make it a little bit watercolory. I'm gonna do a little bit darker on the top lip. The top lip is usually a bit darker. If you look in the mirror or look at a photograph, your top lip is facing down kind of, so it's generally a little bit darker. So we're just mixing in a little darker color. But look how pretty this is. It's like a wineish kind of color. It's really nice. Okay. I got to get to the other layer. You know what? Something I just noticed. I need to point this out because packaging really does make a difference. And I generally don't love packaging if I'm being totally honest. This is nice. I have like so many water or so many colored pencil sets and some like really nice, very expensive ones and some, more budget friendly ones. And I always have a hard time taking when there's multiple layers of taking these out. But look what they did. They left a gap here. Okay. This is all the way down at the bottom. There's a gap here. So you can actually get your finger in here and pull this out so you can get to both layers. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. It's amazing because seriously, it's so frustrating when you can't get your hand in there and, I'm not very like I don't know. I'm just not all that coordinated, I guess. And it's frustrating. So that's really nice. I really like that. Okay. Very, very nice job. What color eyes? Let's see. We're going to give her green eyes. And we'll do both greens because they're pretty. Oh, we have new greens I didn't use yet. I'll try and use most of the colors so we can test them out. That part's, what did I do? I missed a layer. Hold on. I was talking and I forgot what I was doing. Here we go. Um, let's see. I made this way too big. It's okay. It's just a fun little thing. I'm like, what is going on here? Okay. She needs some color. Okay. There we go. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, so I forget what I was saying, but yeah. I love Oh, this is a pretty green. What is this? Oh, I wish these had names. We're gonna name them. We're gonna name them. We like color names. Okay. I'm gonna mix in some of this other green. So yeah, something I just thought of that I like to do when I get new products, like I'll sit and play like this and just have a real messy page. And I'll tell you what I do with this page in a minute when I'm all done. I don't throw it away for sure. But I will take part of a page and make swatches. So I will actually like, okay, there's 24 colors. I'll make a little grid and I'll put usually color names, right? And then I'll color it next to it. And then I will have some of it just colored and some of it I will wash out. So, it's like this, so you can see all the uses for that color. I'll even do it for this. It comes with this one, which is lovely, but I want to see the actual real color that comes out of here on the paper. So I will also take like a half a sheet or whatever fits in here and I'll make my own little swatch. And then that's really nice because then you're going to touch every single color and you're going to use them all. You're going to get to know them a little bit. And even when I'm doing that, I'll have a side paper where I might do some blending to make new colors or to try it out. So then you're really like building your relationship with your art supplies and getting to know them really well so that when you pick it up to use it for a project or to play or work in your journal or whatever, you already kind of know what to expect. Does that make sense? So, yeah, it just is really helpful. So I hope that helps you. But I always make swatch cards for everything I do because, I just want to see all the colors and I love color and I can't stand it. So that's my process. That's what I do. Maybe I'll make a video on swatching. I don't know. Because I do go through a whole thing. It takes me a couple hours even just for stuff like this because I really I really want to like test stuff out and get to know it and all of that. Anyway. Okay, this black is nice. Let's see. It's more of I would say it's like a lamp black kind of. It's like not super stark, which is nice if you want to draw, but let's see what happens when we get it wet too. I can't really talk about the color until we get it wet because that's the intended use of it. Let's give her, I'm going to use this. Okay, so let's start to fill in. I'm going to use my brush And we can just, I think it's dirty. My brush is dirty. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna make her a little bit more painterly, artsy, and watercolor. Look at how pretty this purple is when you get it wet. Ooh, the color does change a little bit when you get it wet. It's a little bit brighter even. It's really nice. Okay, sorry, let me check comments. Sorry, guys. Okay, oh yeah. Robin said, after you select your payment on Amazon, there's a box below that says gift card or promotional code. Yeah, that's where you put it. Once it works, that's where you add it in case someone was curious. Oh, thank you. Thank you for, yes, that's exactly right. Yeah, and you'll get, I think it's 10%, right? Very, very, very generous of them to give you a coupon, and very exciting. Okay, so I'm just sort of just, going over my drawing, my pencil marks, make it a little bit more painterly and fun. But you definitely don't have to. You could just let it be the pencil, and it's still really beautiful. So now I'm going over the lips, and the top lip, because I added some of that burgundy, is just going to be a tiny bit darker than the bottom. Just a quick, fun little lady here. Oh, we need to give her some fun cheeks. Let's use our quill. We'll go back and forth here. And then right after this, what time is it? Oh yeah, we're getting close to time. I do want to look at the acrylic paint and the palette knives. So I'll switch pages and we'll play with the other. But we can bring these back out for other lives if you guys want. Or if you want me to make a video or, do some more testing, I can do that. Let's see. We'll just go for pink. I'm just going to give her cute pink little cheeks. Oh, she needs hair. What kind of hair? We'll use this for the hair. We'll just do something quick. What does she want? What kind of hair does she want? Something fun. Uh, 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 What if we try this turquoise? I haven't tried that yet. Ooh, I'm already in love. Ooh, I saw a preview. Oh, look at that. Oh, she's gonna have funky hair. I already decided. Oh my goodness, look at her hair. Look at this turquoise. How did I miss the turquoise? Oh, I need a lot more water. I'm very excited now. I mean, pink is the best, but look at this turquoise. She's got spiky hair. Crazy lady over here. She's beautiful. Thank you. Thanks, Robin. She's silly for sure. Okay. Yeah, she's got wild hair. Turquoise hair is fun, huh? I didn't give her ears either. What's wrong with me? All right. Okay. There's her crazy turquoise hair. Absolutely amazing. Okay, this I don't know how much this is. I'm sorry I didn't remember prices on anything, but I just remember looking on the website and thinking that it was amazing. And this quill brush, if you've ever wanted to try a quill brush, sometimes they can be pretty pricey. This one is very well worth the price. This is a great, great quill brush. The handle is great. Yes, it's really nicely made. There are no little pieces sticking out sideways. Nothing's falling out. It has a really nice point to it. So yeah, I love it. Okay. So I am going to go to another page so we can quickly play with the acrylic paints. I think I want to try to perforate it, but I wanted to tell you what I'm going to do with this page and what I do every time I um, do something like this and play. I will fill this whole page up. There won't be hardly any white. I'm just going to keep playing, making marks, trying, layering stuff. Okay, can we see? This is a dark magenta. I layered yellow watercolor on top of it, and it's still yellow. That's pretty great. I'm telling you, this is I feel like more of a cross between true watercolor and true gouache. It's kind of in the middle. Look at this dried opaque. That's amazing. The fact that you have this one paint that can do both, because look at this is definitely watercolor. down here. And that's what watercolor, the effects of it are, you know what I mean? And this is more opaque. This is great because you can put it on thick and have it be more opaque. You can put it on thin and have it be more watercolor and have the best of both worlds. So that's really great. Okay, so what do I do with this? I fill it with color and whatever patterns and whatever. And then I cut it up. I use it in junk journals. I might dye, yeah, if I have metal dies, with shapes, I might die cut out of it and use it in my journal in another way, but I never throw these away. Okay. So if you do the same thing and you're playing and you're like, now what do I do with this mess that I just made? Never fear, because you can save it to use for another time. I forgot to use this, but what I want to say is, let's say we wanted to mix a couple colors to make a different color. Ooh, they have indigo. Oh, I didn't try that. Oh, you know what? We're going to do another one of these another time. We don't have enough time now, but I want to try this to make a galaxy. You guys need to make a galaxy with me. So anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. This is great because if we had mixed some colors on here, if you just sit and let them dry on this palette, and then next time you come to play with these in a week, a day, month, year, whatever, and you put some water on these, they will reactivate forever, right? So the great thing is twofold. One, this palette is protected. It's not gonna, if it's wet, it's not gonna flip over and then drip into your paints here. It's gonna stay here because it just sits on top, right? And then also, this this tray protects your paint. It's not waterproof, like it's not you can still, there's holes, right? So you want your paint, I'm sorry, I have to say this because it's really important and I think a lot of people don't know this, especially starting out. So I got to get this out of here. So 1 second. Okay. So what I want to say is this paint is wet, right? And because I spritzed it, we were using it and we're having fun. You don't want to, after you've been using your watercolor paint while it's still wet, to close it and go off and do whatever, because it could mess with your paint over time because that water is staying stuck in there instead of being able to evaporate. So what I will do is set this aside and leave the lid open until it's completely dry, like tomorrow probably, okay? And it's really important. A lot of people don't know this, so I just want to make sure that I tell you. You want it to dry before you close it. So just leave it open. It's no big deal. But what sometimes happens now, if you close it before it's totally dry, and let's say you have um your paper in here with your swatch card or whatever, and you put it in here and then it ends up being like on top of your paints and you didn't let them dry all the way. Number one, it's going to mess up your palette, but also if this dries with this touching it, it's going to stick to it and then it's going to rip and it's just a big mess. So all of that to say, keep your lid open, but also this protects that paint underneath from anything on top. So great design. Love this packaging. Awesome, awesome job. And love the fact that it can be opaque or water or excuse me, translucent. Amazing, amazing. Okay, here we go. So this again, these are good. We're good with these. If you have more questions, let me know. But we only have a few minutes left, and I really wanted to check out the acrylic. I'm excited to try those. So let's see what we got. Okay. I forgot I have my little mug. I'm going to put my stuff in here. How fun is that? I need to drink a water. I got so excited, I didn't drink any water. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're just going to play right on the paper. And I'm going to put a little bit of each. So we've got crimson, ultramarine, and lemon yellow. Okay. They do have more colors, but this is what I got. And if you are like, hey, I want to try acrylic paints or I want to do this or that, but you don't want to buy all the colors, these are the colors you should get because these are the primaries and you can mix a lot of other colors from them. Okay. So I'll just put a little bit. Ooh, that's nice. That's a pretty color. It's a little bit of a deep red, but really pretty. Let's see, lemon yellow. Put some out here. It feels, well, we'll wait till I play with it, but just from squeezing it out of the tube, I would say it is closer to a heavy body. I would say it's probably heavy body. It's holding its shape. So there's different types of paint. There's heavy body, medium, and light. And then there's, of course, fluid acrylic and ink and all that, right? It's just the thickness of the paint. And it's really just a preference and depending on what you're going to do with it. So these are the colors we have here. I am going to start with my palette knife and I just want to pull some color down here and see how we look. So that is nice. I want to see how it spreads, the opacity, all of that. That's really pretty. That is a really bright yellow and it looks pretty opaque, but we'll have to do some more testing. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, so those are the three colors we're working with. It's nice to spread them out just so you can kind of see what you really got going on. I am going to hit it with some water and maybe I'll use this one and see what we get further. Okay. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. That's a good amount of pigment if I'm getting it all the way just with a little tiny bit of water and I'm able to spread it all the way down there. That's pretty great. I love how it's picking up the texture there. Can you guys see? That's really nice. Okay. All right. So let's just mix some colors. Let's see. We've got so ultramarine and lemon. We'll just mix it together. We'll get some greens going here. Of course, you can add white or black if you want it to be lighter or darker, but this is also a good way to start learning the paints that you have and the colors. Because actually I don't really want to use a water brush for this. I tend to like to use my water brushes for watercolor. Um, Acrylic paint at the end of the day is basically a plastic kind of paint, right? So it I don't want it to ruin my brush here. So I generally have specific brushes for acrylic paint. Acrylic paint is great, but it can be hard on your brushes sometimes. So I'm going to use, um, we'll use some of those brushes we got the other week. How about that? Here, I'll do this flat one. These are great for acrylic. Okay, so here we go. So let's see. I have a little bit of water on here. That's why that's doing that. So that's a pretty, it's like a leafy, olivey kind of green. All right, let's make some purple and see what we get. That was too much red. Let's see what kind of purple we get with these two. So without really going into color theory too much, um, you know, different shades of blue or red are going to give you different shades of the secondary colors, which are green, purple, orange, right? Because blue is a cool color, but there's warm blues and there's cool blues. And that is like a whole nother subject that we can't go into today. But so this is another good activity to do to see like, okay, what colors can I really make with what I have? I hope that makes sense. It's really hard when you get into like color theory and all of that stuff, but this is a beautiful purple here. Let me show you. It's hard, it's not showing up on this camera as well, but that's what we have here. Okay. So I would say if you are just starting out with acrylics, you want to play, you want to have some fun, but you don't want to spend a ton of money and you want to really experiment. Oops, there's some, oh, I don't want any blue in here. Let's see. Let's pick some up over here. This is a good way to go for sure. This is going to give you, and again, I don't know how many colors they have. I do know they have other colors. Uh-oh, I got a little bit of blue in there. That's not good. Let's get a little water to loosen it up. Yeah, I would say definitely this is heavy body. It's pretty thick. There's like a nice burnt orange. Now, of course, we can keep adding yellow and make it lighter and brighter, but it's still going to have that sort of shade to it. There we go. That's pretty. Almost, we're almost to tangerine, which is beautiful. Yeah, see how we go from light kind of tangerine into like a burnt orange kind of thing, just with this is like red, adding a little bit more yellow, a little bit more yellow. So that's pretty cool. And it is really good to do this. I know people don't like to always mix the colors, but it's a really good practice. It really helps you learn color theory better too, and kind of cements it in your brain. Okay, let's well, let's just play with I'm just gonna use one of them. This is nice because you get different shapes and sizes, and they're good for different things. Definitely, these are great tools for modeling paste, or gel medium or something like that. Great for any of the pastes or gels or glitter gel, anything, any of those things that you have like that. But it also is really great just for spreading paint. Look at the way that paint used with a palette knife or spread with a palette knife is different, so different than with a paintbrush. It's You really can't get this sort of effect any other way. And these are really nice. They're nicely coated so that the paint comes off really easily. So let's see. I just want to show you why I love palette knives. Look at that. That's so cool. Okay. So very, very cool. Sorry, we didn't get to spend as much time on acrylic paint here, but we could dedicate a Wednesday just to acrylic, and I could bring these back out if you really want to. Um, Here we go. Isn't that cool? I love the scraped look. Oh, that's really cool because again, some of this is like more opaque, and then there's areas where it didn't touch at all, and then we got this little distressy thing going on there. Sometimes if you scrape, close enough to the paper, you're going to get some of that texture in the paper. And you can layer up really nicely. Right here, we've got a little bit of yellow mixed with the red, and it's kind of in a scrapey fashion. So, and there's just no other way to do that than to use a palette knife. So here I'm just messing with my whole page now. But this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. That's really cool. Okay, I'm going to use the rest of the paint. I don't like to leave any behind. And look at this beautiful mess here. So again, for this page, I will it's looking pretty good to me, actually. I might just let it be what it is now. And when it totally dries, then I might cut it up, make it into pages, let them be backgrounds, cut them, use them for collage material or layering in on a journal page or on one of my mixed media cards or something like that. So, whew, that was a lot of stuff. My goodness. Okay, are there any questions before we're done for today? I'll share my mess, the mess that we made. All right. Again, just playing, getting to know the art. You don't need to make anything special when you're playing and getting to know art supplies. You can just play and just be free and let it go. All right. I'm gonna move these out of the way and show you. Let's take this one off so I can shut this book because I want to show you everything we played with today, just as a refresher. And also I want to show you one more thing with this paper. I like that we can tear it off here. That's nice. This could also be a journal. It's 9 by 12. It's a little bit bigger, but if you're feeling brave, you definitely could just use this as a journal. You could cover this with gesso and acrylic paint and paint over it and use your stencils and art sprays, whatever you want, and make the cover whatever you want it to be, and then just create in the book and leave everything in the book. I mean, it's got a great binding. It's yeah. So anyway, real quick, I want to say about the paper. I know we're wrapping up here, but look at okay. So this bent a tiny bit, but not really. And look at it's not super warped. It took the water really well, and this one too is like it's still really flat. And we just put a ton of paint on here. So let me feel this piece. This is the area where it was starting to pill a little bit, and it's a little bit rougher, but you can't tell. And it's still nice. It's good. It's good paper. I'm really enjoying it. Um, and the fact that it holds up is wonderful. So this is the Art Pro 9 by 12, 200 pound. Um, yeah, it's acid free. It's got 30 sheets in it, so that's great. We got some brushes with our. Did that come with this? I think it did. I'm trying to remember now. There's so many things. I'm going to shut this for a second, but I'll reopen it. We got brushes, we got the quill brush, we have some acrylic paint, and then we have the fun painting spatulas. I'm not going to put them back in there. I'm probably just going to do this and put them in my awesome little cup here. And then of course, we have the watercolor pencils with their own water brush. So, whoa, that's so cool. All right. This was really fun, really great. Um, Great supplies, great company. Excited to learn more about them and to use more of their stuff and to play with these when we have lives week over week and to do all that fun stuff. Let me see if I can switch this so I can say goodbye to you. Hold on. Bear with me for 1 second. I'm trying to be crafty here without it falling. And it fell. Okay. I guess I didn't really get to do it. There we go. Sorry. Okay, we'll hold it. We'll hold it. It should hold. I have a really good magnet on here and I thought that it would hold, but it's not holding. And maybe if I tilt it a little bit. I'm so sorry. I'll keep my hand down here. Anyway, thanks Pointer for sending me supplies. It was really fun to play with these and I'm excited to see what you guys think. If you get anything from Pointer, make something, share it in our group, tag me, tag Pointer so that we can see what you're working on. If you have more questions about anything that I used tonight or anything that they have on their site, just leave a question. If I can't answer you, I'll get an answer for you. But yeah, this is really fun. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thanks for all the questions. This is really great. Alicia says, oh, this is awesome, fun, exciting. You're welcome. I love you, Alicia. Thank you so much. Robin said this was fun. I'm visiting Pointer now. Awesome. Great. Great, great, great. So thanks so much. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.